To keep the proposed Maharlika Investment Fund even more bulletproof against corruption, irregularity, or failure, a provision has been added to penalize those responsible for any negative results on the fund in the amount of up to $2 million and at least a year behind bars. This plus a guarantee of a fifth of all profits earned to be set aside for poverty mitigation or amelioration subsidies. As we hear more from PTV's Maharlika Moras.
The House of Representatives began its plenary deliberations today on the controversial House Bill number 6608 or the proposed Maharlika Investment Fund Act. As he sponsored the bill, House Committee on Banks and Financial Intermediaries Chairperson Irwin Cheng discussed the latest version of the measure, which contains all the amendments on its provisions. This include a penalty clause which imposes a punishment of 1 year to 5 years imprisonment or a fine of not less than 50,000 when guilty of willfully and maliciously violating the investment policy set by the Maharlika Investment Corporation. This is part of the safeguards placed by the lawmakers to avoid anomalies and protect the Maharlika Fund. Apart from this, another vital addition to the bill is that it can now be used to provide aid for the Filipinos once enacted, because under the latest version, 20% of the net profits of the MIC shall be earmarked for social welfare projects. In an interview earlier, Congressman Cheng acknowledged that despite all their efforts, there are still some groups and personalities doubting and criticizing the measure. But he assured,
kami naman po sa Committee on Banks, naniniwala kami na malaki po yung matutulong nitong Maharlika Investment Fund, Maharlika Investment Corporation sa ating bansa. Marami tayong mga bagay na nilagay para ma-safeguard natin. Meron na tayong 4 na independent directors from 2. Meron tayong risk management. Meron tayong risk investment officer. Tapos naglagay din tayo ng advisory board na kasama doon ng NEDA.
For the part of the Senate, Senate President Juan Miguel Zubiri said he already talked with the President on the Maharlika issue.
Well, ang general sentiment namin dito sa Senado is to wait for the final version of the House. Kaya walang pa nagpa-file dito, di namin minabadali ito. In fairness to the President, he never instructed me to hasten the proceedings. Ang sabi ko lang, pangako ko lang sa kanya, magkaka-caucus kami na hindi pa nangyari. We're trying to come up with a time. Wala kaming time to have a caucus and we'll discuss it there.
Maharlika Moras for the Nation.